What's going on, folks? Good to see you. Oh yeah, spoilers. I didn't die, I guess. What's up, Mind's Eye? Yeah, I mean, I want to do one, but I don't know. It's hard to commit to something big that involves other people, with monsters and memories on the horizon. I really do feel like Eminem is going to do big things. Heck, oh look, we're bad luck here. Yeah, so anyway, if you haven't watched us on YouTube, because I did a lot of YouTube videos here, since my last stream, we are now level 28. Notable loot, shiny brass shield. These are just the crush bone quest rings. Leather there. Ooh, I got mammoth hide legs, so some stamina. I think this is blood forged still. Oh, it's charred. I have charred boots. One second here. I've got a bracelet of woven grass from Upper Guck, but of course I got it here. Prayer cloth of Tunair. I've got a mammoth hide cloak, which is giving me improved damage, which is pretty sick. A gypsy medallion. Granite earrings ×2. Leather mask, bloodforge helm, scarab BP, wolf hide sleeves, and a reed belt, which is pretty sick. So I'm pretty stacked right now. I did have a DA idol and a lizard blood potion. I blew both of those. Camped off, thanks for that prime sub, buddy. Good to see you. But yeah, so I've been doing good things. Now, because Teek hit TSS, some of the spawns in here changed. Like now there's a pathing hag that spawns here, and she spawns like every 9 minutes. She's faster than the zone timer. So not good. And it there we go. Frequently makes things complicated for me. So like if I aggroed her in front of that door, I'd get the whole room behind her, the barkeep room. And naturally the first thing she would do is try to cast Instill on me. So that right there could be a death. She'll path up here eventually. She likes to path from that spot down there right into this room, making both camps pretty tricky compared to like what would be normal. Dally, good to see you. But yeah, so here you guys can see I had a lizard blood potion. I think this was like a little healing potion. And a DA idol. I've blown all of those. Just surviving random hectic situations. But I do still have a woolly silk spider net, which I think is a snare, and a shard of golem stone. So I've got some good stuff available still. Dally, thanks for the follow. Oh, here we go. There's the Instill. Will it land? It does land. My resist is pretty beefy. I've got 65 MR. Resisted Tishan's Clash. It's actually better for me when she sits here casting because her melee is way more damage than her spells are. Let me know if the audio is okay, by the way, if my mic's too quiet or if the game sounds are too loud. Oh, ding 29, perfect. I haven't gotten new spells in a while because I've been lazy, so I should do that probably. And let's get some smooth lo-fi going in the background. But yeah, it's nice to actually do a video here where I can chat with people. Now that she's dead, we should probably break this room. My saving grace so far in Unrest has been that the pathing is so bad, I can usually escape without much issue. Jeldoran from scratch as an SSF. On this server, I don't think it would be too hard. The EXP rates are pretty nice, so if you've got a good time investment, maybe a month, you could be up there, provided you're not dying all the time. I feel like my game sounds are like a little bit loud. I assume it gets pretty tough to kill the mobs that would drop a Jeldoran. You're in that, like, Howling Stones, Karnor's Castle tier. So, it might be pretty tough soloing named mobs in the 50s, mid-50s. Of course, I think Chardock would just be strictly out of question, right? Howling Stones is kind of a death trap, so I'd say Karnor's is your best bet, but it's definitely not easy. At that level, as a paladin, I would definitely make sure I had faction with Linuga, and I was maintaining walking sleep via Midnight Malance. There's not really anything else to spend your platinum on. So I would never fight unnamed without the ability to slow them, pretty much. Really, why couldn't you do your Pally Chinchilla? Oh, and sorry about the mess in the background here. This room is being used as Santa's workshop as things arrive. I didn't even really look at them. I heard they were getting rid of Chevron mobs, but meh, I don't know. I just can't see it mattering. Everybody I know who likes these kind of games really, really likes Monsters and Memories, and everyone I know who tried Pantheon is like not super hyped about it, so I don't know. Instill, resist, good. Try that instill again, just keep spamming that. There we go, she did 2 casts, that's good. I love fighting these hags because the EXP for cast ratio, EO Defiant, is so good. Nero, what's up? What's up? Pantheon PvP was some of the most fun ever. Yeah, I mean, I think any PvP server is going to be pretty fun. And there was times where I liked Pantheon a lot, but I don't know. Ooh, someone killed Tracknon. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that idea, Chinchilla. He's a testament. Hey, Fibby Darkpaw. Yeah, so what else have they changed with the combat system update that's coming? Besides just the Chevron mobs, which I think is a good thing, by the way. I hated Chevron mobs. I don't mind some mobs just being undercons, but like the Chevron thing, I don't know, like gamifies it too much. This is actually really lame for me. These werebats, even the blue ones, are very difficult for me to kill. I might not have my highest level nuke, like non-undead nuke, smite level 14 is probably not the best. Also, I find that the werebats are pretty resistant too. Zil, what's up? Yeah, Chinchilla always names his characters the class name, if possible. Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of changing there. Oh, we got a pathing werebat down here too. That's not cool. I can't do anything until he moves. What we got over here? Carrion Ghoul. Yeah. Just making sure it's not unnamed. Honestly, when did we kill that? Can't even tell. Alright, he's gone. It's getting packed in here. Come on, dude. How did I get an ad here? Alright, here's the stun. Yeah, I think Pantheon would benefit from like 10 more zones. You know what I mean? Like more content, less worry about balance right now. But I don't know. Maybe they've got a really solid plan and they're cooking. See, now I'm a little bit worried that that hag is going to spawn. A little bit worried about it. Okay, I'm just going to hit that IVU. Oh, my buffs are wearing off. I guess with that in mind, we may as well just ditch out of here. Get a safe spot and go buff. So yeah, this is what I've been doing, slowly chipping away. I've gotten all the named mobs except for Garanel in here. Provided I don't die soon, I will inevitably kill Garanel, which will be cool because I'll get the Hunter of Unrest achievement. That rare mob on the first floor is pretty rare. I've only seen him like 1 or 2 times outside of this particular run. The swirling blade spirit or whatever. So it was cool to get him. Alright, what do we got here? I may as well let my mana go up a bit. Double DA. Yeah, dude, I don't even know what spells I have, to be honest. All I know is, like, I think 33 is my next undead nuke. And I don't think I've gotten a spell since, well, actually, let me see. Stat buffs, AC, Guard. Guard is the last time I got a spell. Yeah. But you know, I never play safe, so. Yeah, I do get the undead dot. I saw that and I was like sort of interested in getting it. But dude, running to Sanctus Saru is not a it's no small time investment. I really was thinking about it once I got my reed belt, because now I've got Burning Affliction, so like it would probably do work. But at the same time, if you watch me play, like most of my fights are like fast, right? They're either fast or I lose. I don't remember what level. I guess my other cleric got pretty high. I was in lower Guck when I died on that cleric. I don't know. I feel a little bit softer than I remember. Like I felt like the paladin was overall stronger than the cleric, which I know cannot be true. I think part of it is just that the melee damage of the cleric is so bad. Like, a lot of times I'll get a mob to 10% and it's like not worth nuking it again for the mana cost, but then it could potentially even kill me just trying to melee down the last 10%. Whereas the paladin was like pretty reliable with melee damage. Yeah, cleric is very much like every fight is a burn fight. Pally I could take like multiple mobs pretty well. And I don't know, my weapon is sick, dude. Look at this. I mean, like 629 with bane damage 4 undead, and everything I fight is undead. I don't think I could get a better weapon right now, unfortunately. If I was a paladin, I could be using the deep water harpoon and putting out some damage though right now. Watch out for that stupid bat. Carrion Ghoul, Skeleton Monk. We know the hag is going to be up. There she is. Love it. Sit right in the door. This still hasn't spawned. It's kind of surprising. Yeah, my one-hand blunt skill is 121 out of 141, so it's not great, but it's not terrible. Defense 126, 131, offense 135, 145. Yeah, the Skullcap quest is fun. Exar Necromancer is real fun, real strong. Look at all these heroes. This guy logged off already? Isn't his hero like 5 minutes ago? Crazy. Alright, what is she casting? There's her root. And it landed. Too easy. Right, we should have these guys repopping soon. B Ninja just in a RMT guild now. A lot of people that I used to see in hardcore guilds on these servers now just exists in like little small man RMT crews. It's kind of funny to see the evolution. Everyone has the chrono sickness. Yeah, I've done a few times where I was like trying to get it up and intentionally not burning things down, but it's risky. How many will I get? 2 at least. You know, I really thought that table... Oh, come on. The monk. I thought that table would block line of sight. Stop bashing me. Stop. Piece of shit. I'm gonna not have enough mana to kill this guy. Oh, okay, maybe I do. We just killed the hag, so we should be totally safe here. Just past the line of sight of downstairs. Dude, look at that. Forget what I said about not killing multiple mobs. And dagger, I think that sells at least. Well, that was good. Oh, the barkeep pH was what came. Interesting. Huh. It's crazy to think that the first time I ever did a hardcore SSF character, we didn't have any kind of out-of-combat regen. And I was like binding my wounds. It's the kind of life you live when you don't have kids. I think that was like COVID era too, so work was light. You saw me before you saw me streaming, like playing on the SSF character Chinchilla? What is that? Oh, guy on the roof. Were you like a wood elf? I saw you like in the Karanas. Undead Knight, baby. Maybe I should get a little bit more mana. Meh. Weren't you also doing like no banks? I'd have to like rebind my map key or something, because I just a lot of times will just like, you know, it's like checking your watch, you know, just pop it up, look at it for no reason. There's the harm touch. Thanks, buddy. How high did that character make it, Chinchilla? I didn't know that was you. Oh, that's terrible. Grizzlemont, bark, and 2 cloak of leaves. Guess it'll sell. I think these don't sell for anything, right? We need that Pegasus Feather Cloak here. There's actually... He's on a huge, huge loot pool with tons of good loot in it. Oh, that sucks. Grimfeather. How fast is Grimfeather? Is the one in North Karana, right? Seed. This is the Teek server. Does Grimfeather drop like a little blue ring? Like blue-purple ring? Looks like Christasia's crystal ring. Let me see. Jade ring, Griffin eye. He doesn't drop shit. He is in North Karana. Oh, yeah, he's in North Karana. There's another Griffin in North Karana that drops something good-ish. Silver Griffin? Nope. What is it called? What Griffin am I thinking of that drops like an HP ring or something? Crystal ring from Callowing. AC2, HP +7. That's what I was thinking of. Oh yeah, you're a Fade War boy. How do you like it now that you know, after doing that run? I really like Antonica. In fact, like after this, I would probably go Ranger, just because I miss it. I think like the zones in Fade War, I don't know. I enjoy them for a period of time, and then I'm quickly bored of them. I feel like Antonica, you can like do new zones much more frequently, whereas on Fade War, the Crushbone Unrest route is like so locked in that you just do that. You just like Crushbone till like 10 to 15, and then Unrest to maybe like 36 on a solo character. I mean, shoot, maybe like 40. And then lower Guck, right? Oh, why am I smiting this guy? Look at this. My fingers are misaligned. I'm like, why is he got so much health? Oh shit. Oh shit. See what I'm talking about with look, that's another new mob too, Wailing Dead. The dangers of these new spawns. So that Festering Hag spawn can spawn as a name called a Withered Hag, I think, or a Moldering Hag, and she sees through IVU. Incredible, right? DA is probably done now, right? Just gonna lose aggro, I bet. Yeah, all those there we go, there's aggro gone. All those Karanas are pretty dangerous because there's so many pathing mobs. Like, what is it, the Ghoul Messenger in Western Karana? Holy shit, dude is fast. Yeah. Yeah, East Karana is really bad. Tons of like hostile, fast mobs. I feel like South Karana is not so bad because most of the mobs are not KOS. North Karana is dangerous. West Karana is a lot more empty. As long as you're like above the level for bandits, so you don't get killed by like one of the wizard bandits, you're good. Yeah, the bandit camps are nice, especially for money. On my first paladin, I got a lot of my original like bandit armor platinum from doing bandits, I think. All right, now for 20 minutes, we're playing by come on, stupid IVU fading. 20 minutes, we're playing by big boy rules here. Oh, 12 minutes. Yeah, Nullfangs unfortunately are not very lucrative financially, but I love doing it. At this level, I could probably be breaking into the basement, but I also feel like I'm just a little underpowered for the basement until I get my next nuke. Alright, what do we got going on in here? I think I can blast her without getting any social. Man, you know what? Make her run to me. Oh, of course, the stun. I still remember, like, I was doing like every quest on that paladin too. I did these stupid Bone Thunder Staff. Oh boy. That shit took forever. I'm trying to turn that node into that bear or whatever. Then running all the way to Freeport. I have some good necklace, so I won't use that. Yeah, going all the way to Freeport, and only to find out that the proc does like 12 damage. Chinchilla, do you prefer Quorum to TLP? Should be solo. Perfect. Yeah, North Carolina, like surprise griffins, surprise hill giants. Yeah, chinchilla. They asked me about what I thought they should do, and I suggested that they add SSF hardcore support in a variety of ways to the next TLP or to all servers. We'll see if it happens. It'd be cool. See, this is an instance where I'd like to finish this with melee, but like, okay, I'm at 63 and she's at 5. Let's see how long this takes. I'm factoring in like my HP loss over time, and also every second that she's not dead is a second that I'm not meditating. Ooh, that bronze helmet looks nice. I'm not going to use it, but let's... Oh yeah, dude. I wish I had like a fashion layer and then like a stat layer. It's crispy. Yeah, well, you just got to do like one of each character, right? Have your race character that you level up first, and then you do your SSF thing. Besides, I think it's a little bit easier to do your SSF run when everything's not quite as jam-packed with like the racers. So like, you know, week 2 starting SSF is probably good. Where is Merc? I don't know. Are there Mercs on Teek? I don't think I can use one, dude. Probably about to get annihilated by that stupid hag here again. You know what? I'm sure I won't regret this. Maybe one day EQ1 will add appearance slots too. Maybe for the 30-year anniversary we'll get them. That was worth. Let's do high corpse on. Oh boy, which hag are we looking at? 25. So we have like 4 more minutes, I think. Yeah, 4 minutes before that hag respawns. Hey Frank, welcome back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they can monetize it. Let's do it out before anything spawns. Go, go, go. Very true, Frank. Frank, I put in for the creator program. I put in for it, I don't know, probably like 3 weeks ago. First, I would say that I was encouraged to do so by, like, you know, a person who could approve me. So there's that. So I you know, got the requisite content and then applied. And then like 3 weeks later, I'm like, hey, you know, how's it looking? And they said, oh my gosh, we all forgot about it. Super sorry, we'll check now, basically. I'm like, oh, okay, good. LOL Slazik, I don't know. I think there was talk about, like, potentially removing some of my more controversial YouTube videos if I were to be accepted. Yeah, you know, it's the holiday season, so I'm sure everyone's busy and going all around and stuff. No. Would you share, Frank? Shh, kill me, dude. Werebat on the PH spot? That room's dead to me. Oh, boy. Oh, it is? Well, tell me, Frank. Let me know what you shared. What's the new TLP? I've heard rumors from other people that I find hard to believe. So I think she spawns at, when the corpse is at 21 minutes, we'll get a respawn. But maybe it's a whole minute slower than that. We'll see. I think when I hit 30, we'll go look at spells. Okay, she should spawn like anytime now. I see my DMs increasing. I bet this is Frank. Oh my goodness, where did you see all this, Frank? Oh, there's our hag. Oh, I got the stun. Didn't drop her to 99%, but the bash must have landed for 1. Fascinating. Huh. No way. That's crazy. Well, we'll talk about it. Frank, you don't care if I talk about this, I assume, right? It's interesting that none of the polls had any votes, but so the developer polls, let's see, all posted today. There's a second page there. But the developer polls, and they close January 10th. Okay. Wait a second. Did you read this? Unless both vote options combined reach 5K votes and yes has more than no, the vote will not pass. Like, that's not a developer poll because there's not 5,000 developers. So this is intended to be a community poll at some point. Interesting. So it looks like there will be a community-driven TLP with a series of polls that people can vote in. Now, the downside here is that people will troll the votes, so it'll probably be a disaster. But the theory, which is that you should find an avenue to listen to your player base to make the thing that they want the most, is sound. This is just not a good way to do it, probably. Hag time, baby. Shooting me. She stunned me. Dude, that stun spell is so fast. How? She's chain stunning me? How am I still stunned? She stunned me 3 times in a row is what happened. Dead. Alright, so the community poll includes options such as Resource Hunter, evolving bonuses a la Oakwind, randomized loot, legacy characters a la Oakwind, challenge achievements, player versus player, encounter locking, level locking, free trade, item level requirements, item focus effects. I assume item level requirements would be removed like Vaniki. Item focus effects turned on at launch, true box on or off, experience gain, fast, slow, or whatever. Beast Lords and Berserkers in at launch. When should unlocks stop, a la Agnar. And then specific questions for POR, DON, LOY, and GOD unlocks. I'm guessing to merge some of them and make them faster. Another one is expansion unlock cadence after Planes of Power. How often should expansions unlock after pop? Every 4 weeks, every 4 to 8 weeks, every 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks, 12 weeks, or 12 to 16 weeks. Man, it seems like you're splitting the vote a little bit too granularly there. And then, should the server have open PvP? Open world player versus player for class-based duels, group fights, or guild warfare with high stakes, which could include loot and or faction loss upon defeat. Note: unless both options combined reach 5K votes, and yes has more than no, this vote will not pass. So, okay, combined. Okay. Alright. The server rule has the potential to block encounter locking. If yes wins for this rule, and for encounter locking, there will be a vote off to determine the winning rule. So encounter locking will not exist if PvP exists. Very fascinating. Well, because, you know, PvP is an option because people are just going to vote no, and it's going to let them say, see, no one wants PvP. There's a small but very vocal player base that wants PvP, and when they do this vote, 100 people will vote yes, and 4,000 people will vote no, and then we'll never have to hear about PvP again. Every time someone says PvP, we'll just post a screenshot of this poll and say shut up. I'm pretty sure that's the idea, but you never know. Maybe there's so many more people than we know that want to do PvP, and they'll win the vote with 5,000 votes minimum required. I think that gives you an insight into what a minimum successful server is, right? Like, if 3,000 people vote and PvP wins the vote, they still won't launch a PvP server. There needs to be 5,000 people voting, and the majority need to be in favor of PvP. Therefore, you need at least 2,500 players to be considered a success, right? Otherwise, the server is considered non-viable. But it does, unfortunately, mean that there's not going to be anything really new, right? I guess, like, it's unfair to expect that. Dark boned skeleton, sir. We don't say that in 2025. Boop. Am I 30 yet? Oh my gosh, 1 kill. A dusty werebat. That's so insulting. Like, dang, dude, you're dusty. Is there any way that the forums know if your account is subbed or not? Chill, dude. Joke's on them. PvP players can't read. They'll never know there was a poll. Yeah, MJ, it seems kind of crazy, right? Because, like, most players just won't make forum accounts, even though I'm sure there's far more than 4,000 players or even 5,000 players who are active on these TLPs. Most people never use the forums. However, if the forum is the official medium by which you vote, then I suppose. Now, they used to do these votes via going to the Priest of Discord on a premium server, right? So that's how you could ensure that it was an active paid account. But that was like on vote locked progression servers. It wasn't for voting for the initial rule sets. But like in the past, we've had things like where live players intentionally vote for the dumbest rules possible en masse because they don't like TLP. Like, we saw that with the Mayong server. Also, EQ players are just terrible with voting for stuff. Like, they voted for a Wood Elf Beast Lord instead of, like, what, Ixar Berserker? Could have had Ixar Berserker. Instead we got Wood Elf Beast Lord. Okay. Yeah, you're right, Frank. Like, I think that there was just the illusion of a vote. All right, let's go get spells. Too big is what, 10 to 15k people? Yeah. I mean, one of the things that we can look at, MJJ, is like the most liked posts on the forums, right? As an indicator of how many people even use the forums. Like when we have multiple guilds attempting to coordinate things to get players to like a post because it gets developer attention, we can get like a couple hundred at most. And that's with the reach of like 1,000 players, right? So it's very hard to get players to bother with forums. 3 plat for my logo leaves terrible. I had a Karen Boar Spear. That shit sold for like 100 plat or something crazy. That's what we got, Taco. We got a Wood Elf Beast Lord with an Ent Pet. Alright, don't lose focus here. Buy spells. Okay, not these spells. I think I have Wrath now. Resist poison. Oh my gosh, at level 30 I can finally resist poison. There's Wrath. Abundant Drink. And still... I'm probably not going to care about that. Symbol of Pinzarn will be great. This is just a stun. Atone. Blah. Valor. Okay. And Expel Undead, boys. 3 levels. Okay. And these 3 can go in our Forget-Me-Not. Yeah, that's true. Make it available in Classic. Same with the Dark Elf Ranger. They should make it so you can vote by consuming a chrono. Never mind. That's stupid. Chrono Lords. I don't know if they're willing to pay that money though. No, I think they should. Yeah, and if you have 1,000 chrono, you could just sit there and get 1,000 votes, burn them all. $10 a vote, boys. Why am I running? Why am I not just gating? Is there anything I need to... No, okay. Gate. We want to take Smite off. Direct damage, Magic, Wrath. Boom. I'm telling you, it would be cool. They'd make some money. Think of all the chrono people would buy just to be able to vote. And then you see that the thing that you want is like votes are about to close, and the thing you're trying to do is like right on the cusp. You just drop a ton of chrono. And then when your option wins, you charge back on your credit card. Uh-oh. Yeah, Rizlona's great. A lot of my least favorite people stayed there. Who is that? That's right, Tormented Dead, you stay over there. Oh gosh, MJJ. The people with thousands of chrono are like meth heads. I don't think we want to incentivize them. Apparently rich girl. Diamond Chrono, right? Was basically a drug addict. Once you get into 4 digits, man, it's probably, I assume it's hard to move all that chrono. Didn't DK take like 4,000 chrono, or was it 1,000 chrono from someone we knew, and then slowly sell it and pay them back over like several months? Oh, give me a break with your little bash. Yeah. So he gets it and then slowly sells it. Yeah. And then once you build up confidence in the community, you burn it all on one big score. They gave some extra life fundraiser people, right? Like if they like you, like Kif, Kuvani, and begins with an E, those guys all got items named after them. Effer, Kif, and Kuvani all had items named after them. I'm sure there's more that we just don't know. Frank would probably know because he plays live. Effer got one the first year where he raised like 20k for extra life. So I don't see any harm in that. I don't know what Kuvani did. And then Kif, he's raised a bunch of money too. Across like several years. Indeed. No comment, MJJ. I think he's a moderator on her Twitch stream. This room here scares me. Yeah, I think that's where most people stand. Frank, is that because you're a sexist pig? Is that why? Oh, second weird bat. You know, I'm not messing with all this. I thought she only did 1 year. Maybe I'm mistaken. Did War Power get an item? Oh, that was when you could player studio items. It was just one of the guys in Citizen had the player studio account and was jerking off all the Citizen members by making items for them. Oh, he's blue. Crazy. Missed your bash, buddy. Harm touch though. Yeah, I don't count the oh, don't, dude. Don't. Better still drop my rare loot. Why'd the changeling get harm touch? Yeah, I don't count the player studio items. It's kind of like whatever. Could have made anything. Ghoulbane? Ghoulbane. Dude, if I was a paladin, I'd be fucking throwing a party right now. Oh. Feels bad. I don't even know which ones are better. Lesser Stone of Power. Oh my gosh. Crested Spalders. Oh shit. I think my Prayer Cloth of Tuner is technically better. 3 wisdom, dude. How much mana is that? I guess it would be dumb not to take the 8 AC upgrade, right? God, this sucks. Yeah, definitely go with the Mammoth. I don't know. It's like some later expansion thing. I don't know what's up with the changeling thing. Let's go, Drunken. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Brummels is unbelievably rare. People have no idea. Kegden. How's Monsters and Memories, Kegden? Kegden, how are you going to be in a Batphone guild in the Friends and Family stage of alpha testing? Yeah, Brummels is a best in slot monk weapon from TSS. Is it really? Is it really hard? I thought it was just EQ clone easy. Oh, you just mean it's like, yeah, slow, yeah. The randomized loot rule set has a interesting effect on rare things where they seem to be significantly rarer because, like, I can't really go into it because I'm too stupid. And I've played too many 30-hour marathon video game sessions, so my brain is mush. But yeah, random loot means rares. Yeah, it looks like max level is what, like 550 hours or so. Kegden, that's what I saw. Barthorn with the raid. What's going on, folks? Hey, you are now watching the least interesting EverQuest streamer on Twitch. Welcome. I'm doing a Solo Self-Found hardcore character on what we would call a retail server, a time lock progression server, Teek. It has randomized loot. That's its big cool thing. So right now we're camping the Undead Knight of Unrest, hoping to get a Pegasus cloak. I did just get a Ghoulbane, which is pretty cool, but I'm cleric, so I don't care. I did, Keg. Yeah, I went to Christmas markets. It was interesting. The only place in France where there was a lot of security were those Christmas markets. I guess they had a terrorist attack at one of them a couple years ago, so they're pretty uptight about it. But yeah, we went. I did 90 miles while I was in France, and I climbed the southernmost mountain in the French Alps. We did the Eiffel Tower, we did the Louvre, we did Notre Dame, and we did a lot of work amidst all that. You could, Commander Dodson, you could box on here if you want, but it's not really relevant to me personally because I choose not to. Omens only got 2 of the warrior swords. Is that Brutish Blade of Balance? No, that's GOD, right? That's gonna be Killer Keg. Yeah, I'm not a big boxer person myself. What time of year is the Tour de France? Barthorn, thanks for the raid, buddy. July. I might go back in like April. That would have been crazy for us to meet up in France. So I was there working with the French military, of course. And it's funny, like the culture is so different. And the US were like grinders, you know what I mean? And no pun intended, I suppose. But over there, they take a lot of breaks. The pace is relaxed. What am I even doing here? It's like a 20-minute respawn. Yeah. Like every hour they wanted to take a coffee break. They were really they seemed a little hurt if we were like, no, we're good. We don't need any more coffee. And then like in conjunction with the coffee break, there'd be like food, and then for lunch, right, we would have a coffee break, which would then roll into lunch, and after lunch we would have either another coffee break or they would have a beer break. So that was like 2 hours. I was just like, you know, when do we do the work part? Can we do the work part? Cut a werebat. Alright, see how this new wrath spell does. Asshole werebat. It is so nice not doing 80 damage. Resisted. Dude, the baguettes in France are so good. In Paris, I guess they're like subsidized, so they're hella cheap. And I would be out like running early in the morning, and you can't go 15 feet in Paris without hitting a patisserie, a pastry shop. And they have baguettes, but they also have traditionals. I guess just baguette traditional. And what that is I guess like the bakers all like lobbied the government a while back to institute a law about baguettes. So to have a traditional baguette, it must have like the same recipe, right? And it's much better than like a normal baguette. Like if you walk in and you say, hey, can I get a baguette? You're getting like, you know, it's good because it's bread in France. But if you get it traditional, it's just phenomenal. It's banging. Wolf, what's up? Yes, that's the number one thing I miss from France right now is the traditional baguette. It was like crunchy on the outside and like soft and doughy on the inside with like all these pockets of air. Just like walk down the street eating a whole baguette, start to finish. Your jaw's tired by the end because it's dense. Gosh, that stupid werebat took like my whole mana pool. Keg, by the way, you were my person who I spoke to the most on Discord this year. Funny enough. I just don't have a better place to go, Frank. Like, it's just like, you know, keep killing undead pretty much, right? So I'm in a tough spot right now until I get to 33, where I'm probably just going to have to farm blues. This room up ahead scares me. It's real dicey. And like soothing everything to break it just costs a lot of mana. So I'll probably mostly do the tower area until 33, and then cloak or not, I'll just continue to move on. Like this, look, you wasted my fucking time. Probably don't have the mana to kill both of these, but let's see what we can do. Snob, what's up? Yeah, no way. I do like TSS a lot, but I don't think I would do a Solo Self-Found. I would like to go back and do that bee dungeon in TSS. What's it called? Stonehive? That was cool. Not gonna have enough mana for this, boys. Oh yeah, Keg, I love EverQuest. Sucks about the name, but you know, don't want to see them run into any litigation, I suppose. That game's awesome. Like for me, if it was between M and that, I would play that game. I think it's like cozier and you know, more my speed. Whereas like M&M, I'm probably not hardcore enough for anymore. I've got some friends who are working on both of those games actually. But yeah, I've got some close friends who are working on AOA, and I'm pretty hyped for it to come out. I was supposed to do a podcast interview with some of the main dudes behind that, and it just never came together. Well, I don't have any special testing access either, but I didn't ask. You know what? At one point I did, but then I never used it. That was a long time ago, though. I feel like I've been burned on things too much that I don't really get into them before launch. It's like the Game of Thrones situation all over again, or Berserk, or Pantheon. Like, if I'm getting into a series, I almost want the series to be complete before I start it, because otherwise I'm not sure if it's going to end. Like, the author might just not finish. And the same thing with like these early access games. Like, you start playing and like I put hundreds and hundreds of hours at a Pantheon, and like, okay, I'm like, I have satisfied my craving to play Pantheon. The game hasn't even come out yet. So when these games like M&M and AOA are coming out, I'll like do like a session, play them, like, okay, I like this, and now I don't want to touch it until it's like really close to coming out. Yeah, and the final boss of Stonehive, has like mechanics, right? I did it a long time ago, and I remember you had to her health like locks and stuff. The queen. It's not easy, run of the mill kind of thing compared to like classic. Yeah, you basically could go all the way to 60 in Stonehive or something. It's got the level spread of like Guck and Lower Guck combined into one big zone. Oh, Kegadin, you got 0 scepters. What are you doing, dog? Yeah. The sad thing is, if I streamed that, I'd probably have like 5 viewers. But that's like, when I tell people about how TSS introduced a lot of good zones, Stonehive is like the first zone that comes to my mind. Yeah, I remember seeing that quest, and I think that might be how I got into Stonehive too. Oh, this guy probably sees through my IVU. He's one of those bonus mobs. Out of era. Classic EverQuest pathing, man. Zero damage taken. Outstanding. That's like fighting up here. Unless you get killed by a harm touch, you just jump out the window and they're going to path all the way down to get to you. I'll do one. Oh, there we go. Perfect timing. I was going to say I'll do one more spawn of this. Yes, I will. All right. Pegasus feather cloak or something really cool. The loot pool on this guy is very deep, so I'll settle for something amazing. But the bullseye is a Pegasus feather cloak. Melee him to death. I'm at 69 and he's at 6. Come on, come on, come on. I'm at 62 and he's at 5. At this rate, I might lose. Better keep my yelps up. Alright, 1%, let's go. Get him. No! Symbol of loyalty to Vox? Silver plated bracer. Oh man. The Shin Lord again. Mesh Gorget. The fuck out of here. Charred boots. Already got them. I hope they're not lore. Feels bad, man. All right, folks, I'm getting ready to wrap it up here, so we're going to go ahead and raid out. Hopefully you'll click that raid now button with me, and we'll go show some love. Thank you all for coming by, and we'll have more streams and more YouTube content soon. See you later.